I am your host. I'm your GM. I play everyone else. Unfortunately, probably with the same voice, though. Okay? So I do apologize in advance. My associates here will be playing characters in the city of New Orleans. And I think we shall let our characters give a wee bit of an introduction of just their character names at the moment, and then we'll just start. So who wants to go first?
Well, I'm top left, so I guess I'm stuck going first. Hello, I am Kent Allard. Welcome to the Gala.
Okay, and then if we're doing this clockwise, Valerie, your character is?
Yes, I'm Calista.
And then going clockwise again, Wooster, your character, who I think we are trying. What is the name of your character as you know him, right? Or her?
Oh, yes.
So which one are you bringing?
I am playing as X/Ukoax. You can call me X.
X.
Don't call him X-Lax.
X/.
It's not a laxative.
X/Ukoax.
Good thing.
He's not triple X. We're good.
Not yet.
Good question, Froggy.
I level up so
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, Froggy.
There was that. I think he's just went with what Roll20 randomly gave. He's been lazy.
Oh,
There.
no, I'm not lazy.
Oh,
I'm exotic.
Oh my god.
You
I'm from
wish.
a different continent than the rest of these muggles.
You wish you were exotic. That's for sure.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Usually I'm so white that milk goes, damn.
Unless
I like that, Froggy. Like rolled his face across the keyboard.
Hey, the methods of choosing the name are not up for debate.
Right.
Also, no need to give out my secrets.
Right. No one to Sarah's character.
my character's Asra.
Okay. So we find ourselves, it is 2020 in the city of New Orleans. On this night, we find ourselves descending onto a scene of the actual, what is called the New Orleans Museum of Art. Outside, there's a protest going on there. People carrying banners and placards saying no to the lockdown. Why do the rich get to party, amongst other things? In the actual going over to inside the museum is a smattering of noise as music plays from an orchestra. People are mingling around, men in their tux, the women in their cocktail dresses, seemingly oblivious to what is going outside. And there is a banner over the top saying, "Vote for Ken." There. the big picture on banners coming down on the walls with him like this. There. The incumbent mayor of New Orleans for the last couple of elections. Before anyone says that's not the name of the mayor of New Orleans, yeah, I am not wanting to get anyone saying I do not like this portrayal of myself, so I'm going with someone completely fictional. Any random, likeness to any true individual is purely accidental. This is the disclaimer.
And now for someone completely different from the actual mayor.
Yes.
It's a cousin. Twice removed.
So there is, of course, the hubbub quietens down as there's a wee ting, 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 ting on a glass over a microphone. And the mayor is standing next in front of it, and he is just saying, I want to thank all of you from coming here to show your support for my re-election campaign. I want to thank the people that have shown support from me and my wife over the years, but especially a great thanks to Mr. Allard, who has graciously got permission for us to use this beautiful building on this occasion. Come on, Ken, come up here.
Limelight. No problem. Okay.
Come on, everyone.
But it's nighttime, so I don't want to go up. No, never mind. Well, Ken, great name, by the way. So much like Kent. It's a pleasure to host you here. You've done a great job for this city. I'm sure everybody here agrees you've stabilized the city in these potentially dark times, and I'm sure you can keep a handle on everything, even if some strange things like the current lockdowns and hospitalizations and stuff like that get worse. I'm sure you can take care of it.
Yeah. No, this city has went through a lot, people. We survived storms. I'm sure we can survive this epidemic. I think it is important for us and our city to show that we will not change our character just because there is a bit of fear going on. And I bid all of you, enjoy yourselves. Come on, this is meant to be a party.
Woo! Party, hardy. We won't change ourselves, except Wooster will constantly change himself.
Of course.
Herself, sorry.
Of course, I think in amongst the crowd, there is someone who is obviously potentially not enjoying themselves. They're not their scene there. So, Calista, are you actually been listening?
Oh, I'm listening.
To the speeches? Okay.
Well, you saw me. I was like,
It's like, what is her impression of what's going on there?
she's observing everybody. She's not happy to be there, but she drew the short straw at the precinct.
Yeah. Right. The captain insisted that there had to be a dress there.
Yeah.
What the question is, has Calista secreted any sort of like service weapon on herself, or
You bet your butt she did.
right?
She's got it hidden. She's also
We won't
Yeah.
ask where. Okay.
exactly.
Yep. Right. That just reminds me of a old joke about that's another game. That'll be for after. That's after show story. Okay. Okay. It's actually the first time I played D&D. Actually, it's a funny one though. Right. Whereas we'll come to Wooster's character. X. You find yourself, you weren't actually invited to this thing.
I'm rarely invited to where I need to go.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you've been told to make a show here.
Ugh. All right.
Yeah. A few hours ago, you were in the Never Never, the land of the Fae. And then you found that you had received a summons from the Earl King himself. And he has suggested that as you owe him a favor, you can actually, and if you want to pay off the debt, he requires your services for tonight.
Yeah, there's no saying no to this, is it?
Oh, he makes it quick. In the flowery language he uses, so he makes it sound like you have a choice while he's actually sharpening his hunting knife there, making it quite clear. Yeah, there's no
I
option.
don't think he's that crass.
Getting his point across with his knife, yes.
Oh, no. He's not butchered anything. He's just sharpening it and he's just going, you like the look of this? It's Damascus steel. There. I have to be very
gold.
Yeah. I have to be very careful with it because of, the art, Quite beautiful at the same time.
No need to drive the stake through the heart. I'll go. All you needed to do is ask, Your Excellency.
Mm. And what he tells you is that he has sensed that there has been a few issues in the city of New Orleans, and this is why he has requested your presence, because you have a wee bit of familiarity
Yes, I do have friends on the other side.
in that city. And he's advising that he had a messenger get waylaid and has went missing.
Oh, you need me to find a message boy?
The message he's carrying is of utmost importance. Enough that he's willing to forgive your debt to him.
So the important part is the message, not the messenger, right?
Exactly.
Okay. But, can I have the details?
It will be a red box about a foot long and about this wide and that thick, made out of red wood. And it will, of course,
Not long
have his,
redwood box
and it will have his seal on it.
with your seal or his seal.
His seal. There. His
Okay.
seal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So as inconspicuous as you can possibly get. Got it.
Yeah.
It's his subway delivery.
It's my footlong, baby.
Yeah.
And of course, he makes it quite clear. No looking. And,
Okay.
but he does give you a medallion to use.
Ooh, a dallion.
And he just advises this is the twin to the one that the messenger carried. You should be able to use it to track him.
Oh, mama.
And we'll come back to you later, Wooster.
Oh, fine. Deal with the other insignificant ones.
Right. So Asra finds that she is being brought to this party because her parents have said, we need to be seen. How much of this is actually you're seeing and how, or is it completely you're just going with, you're only going there because dad's your friend to cut up your platinum MasterCard if you...
So I'm very close with my mother than my father, so you are correct. So this was more of I do this or I get my allowance revoked for the month is correct.
Right. So it was that. Okay.
So, but Daddy paid for this really, really nice dress.
Dress.
So
Yeah.
I'm not going to complain at all. All he
Right.
said was, just do not pick up the first eye candy I see.
Yes, he was quite insistent on that. There. He's and it's like, and your mum was quite silent when he said that also.
She was very silent. She's more very religious at this point. So she's always told me wedding bands are no, you have to be very pure about what you do. Yeah.
Yeah. And she's just kind of, you can tell, you probably did see a wee glance from her to your dad there. It's now, what age would you say Asra is? Yeah.
She is about 22, 23.
Right. Okay.
That's what she thinks she is or believes she is.
No, you will be that. You will be that age.
Yeah.
There. It's probably just look. Probably you've got that youthful glow where you probably would still be asked, if you were to go into a club and all that, you'd be asked for ID.
She gets ID'd all the time. Her ID is literally always on her. Even though she's wearing this really nice dress, her ID is actually in her bra just to be safe because she knows the bartenders are going to literally question her.
Fair enough. All right. So, are you going to stick with Are you going to stick with the parents, the parental units?
My
Or are you
parental units actually decided not to come. I was forced to come or lose my card. I'm basically on my what's the word?
Representing the family.
This is my first time out in society alone.
Right.
as the representation of the family.
You are a debutante.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Mhm. Did they clarify if they will be, in that case, did they clarify if they will be making a show at the gala?
They said they would show up if I was told to get a hold of them.
Right. Okay. So, right. Okay. So, okay. It is back to Kent. Right. You have not hosted this gala out of the goodness of your heart.
What?
You,
It's a
no.
scandal right here.
No. You want the people in this room here for a reason. So what is it that has made you decide to host this event?
I don't want to. Gee, a hint would have been nice. Okay. I
Doesn't
wanted.
necessarily have to be true. It could be a suspicion of yours that you're acting on.
Okay. Well, something strange in the neighborhood. Who are you going to call? The Dresden Busters. No, that's not it. Something weird's been going on in the city.
Yep.
And I knew I could get the help of Calista because we'd worked together before. So that's how I, arranged her to get picked to come here. Yeah, Wooster just shows up anyway. How do I know Asra again?
I don't think you actually know Asra. You're using this as an opportunity to achieve your goals. The fact that you brought all these other people here is just coincidental.
My family got the invitation
Yeah.
by lottery. So
Yeah.
You just needed.
Yeah.
You just needed some random high status people in here to invite those guys.
You just needed, think Bilbo Baggins. You had to fill up the numbers to make it one gross.
And
Yeah.
apparently we were in that little 1% of the platinum cards that you really needed.
No, I don't think that's the case.
Sorry, my eye is really itchy.
My card is still safe
You
here.
don't know what your parents do.
I don't care. I have a credit card and a monthly allowance. That's all I need.
Just a second.
Exactly.
Dresses. That's all that matters.
Did the credit card slip down and it's now in your butt?
Okay, you do not know what this dress looks like, sir. But it is a very scandalous, very well shown off.
And there's this strange rectangular thing traveling down the side of your body.
Actually, no, it's actually my garter belt. Anyway,
Okay. There's been something odd going on in New Orleans.
Yep.
How can I put it? Nolans?
Nolans.
Nolans. Yeah, Nolans.
Nolans.
Something going on strange in Nolans. And as I said, I knew I could get Calista to help. And I knew Wooster would show up in one form or another.
Well, you don't
Sorry.
know that.
Sorry.
You don't.
Whatever the rest of your name was. You should put it on your thing instead of Wooster there. Wooster.
It's X.
On Zoom.
You need to do X.
I need to practice saying his name. And so I thought I would gather some people together to help figure out what's going on in the obvious persona of my daytime philanthropist, and also my other persona per se.
Yeah. Where or not certain elements of law enforcement would appreciate that persona remains to be seen there. It's, well, if it's a superpower, baby, just trust me on this. Right.
Money will get you anywhere you want to get it to.
Of course. As we'll go back to Wooster's character.
What?
You find yourself. So when it comes to travel between the Never Never and the mortal realm, you'll find that basically you're having to find a spot that would potentially make sense for your character for being able to cross over, that he can associate it with the Never Never to somewhere in New Orleans. Okay. So where would you, so depending on what your character's like, where do you think your character will come from? I think he did put down that you're a gaming aficionado.
You did.
So maybe come out at some video arcade, or like a back alley of a video arcade, maybe.
I
Just
was
a
actually
suggestion.
actually thinking about one of those
All right.
gaming cafes.
Sure.
Like you got rows of computers and geeks borrowing things, but nowadays this place seems to be so desolated with all the restrictions. So he comes out of an empty alley. The streets are quiet. It's like, man, this place is more boring than I recalled.
The place you cross over from the Never Never, it's just as kind of like desolate. There's kind of a wee bit dust there. It's not as vibrant as other parts of the Never Never. It's like the closest that nature can get to run down there. As we can describe it.
This used to be so vibrant,
Yeah.
so alive, with sounds of sweaty fingers bashing keyboards.
So
What do you mean it's closed?
Yeah.
Well, that's just some bullshit.
Yeah, there's massive like foreclosed signs on there. It's been a while. Been to this bit.
I knew once I stopped coming in here, they go out of business. It's all my fault, isn't it? Oh, well, where did I need to go again? All right. Yeah. Okay, where are you going?
Right. I want
Bing, bing.
you're going to be the first row of the game.
Ooh.
Sir. So as you're a member of the Fae, you will have access to magical abilities. Okay? You will be able just to perform minor spells and all this, or even if your stunts also allow it, you can also do other things. Okay? But a tracking spell is easily well within your powers.
Especially since I have a focus attack.
So you're going to use focus there.
Oh, no. Obviously.
Well, what would you use? What do you think you? I thought you said focus there. Sorry.
I said focus item. As in, I have an item to focus on.
Yes. Well, that's what's going to make it easy for you because you've got a twin to the object you're tracking. Okay. So it's not going to be, it's going to be just a difficulty of 2. Okay.
I'm going to roll focus, eh?
I would say focus would be the most appropriate for you.
Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy.
So you take a moment and you can then just feel as you're turning, and it's like you just feel the medallion just get a wee bit get warmer, okay, in a certain direction. Then you know, hold on. Okay. It's like it's a faint warmth, so you're probably a wee bit of a distance away there from it.
I wish I took flight. Oh. Cat!
Taxi.
Ah, wait. The streets are fucking empty. Oh, I'm gonna. Oh!
Yes. You hail for a cab, and then you're like, cab!
There's like 3 of them already.
And you're just looking, it's literally tumbleweed down the streets. This is not the New Orleans you know. It's quiet.
It's down river. Oh no, it's up river. Fuck! Float down. I'll try to hunt for a taxi cab or some other method of transportation.
Right. While that's going on, back to the gala. There. And it's like, while everyone is enjoying themselves there, Calista, you said you're being observing everyone and paying attention. You're not letting yourself get distracted.
Sarah, the text is not scrolling on the.
I know it's not.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So Calista, there. It's so with you saying you're focusing on the party and paying attention, observing everyone. Can I get you? Give me just give me a roll on focus and just tell me what the result is.
2.
2.
Fair.
You're kind of like, it takes, you're just walking around the crowd there. You're not really, you're making sure that you don't get yourself drawn into conversations. There's quite a few gentlemen with expensive tuxedos try to ingratiate themselves with you and try to strike up conversation there, but I think there's maybe something about a hint about handcuffs or something like that eventually gets some of them to scurry away there
and encourages some others.
Yeah, unfortunately, there is one that's maybe a bit too maybe misunderstood what you meant by when you said handcuffs. There, it's
Yeah. So I look him in the eyes
yeah.
and I say, I
And,
look him up and down.
and for this, I'm actually going to invoke your trouble of, Captain Eyes up here because this guy's been a chauvinistic pig. So you're going to get a fate point. So add a fate point to your character sheet. Okay. So right at the top of your character
Got
sheet.
it.
Yeah. You get an additional fate point because I'm asking you to cause a scene here. Okay.
Okay, well,
So
And I
how
say-
do you cause the scene there?
after being what is it? What is the word I'm looking for? Visually assaulted
Hmm.
by many men. The last one, just the look as he looks down, and I go like this. I go, eyes up here. What is it with you men? And she gets very loud at this point. She loses her temper.
You just hear it suddenly just goes, all that hubbub just goes. Even the music, the musicians stop playing, and everyone is just looking at the two of you, and the guy is going, I was just paying a compliment.
There was no compliment. It was your eyes. How is that a compliment? No words came out of your mouth.
And you're just seeing the guy getting red in the face.
And then she does one of these.
Mm-hmm.
And she turns around to leave.
Yeah.
Does he try to touch her?
He's going to go for her arm there. He's going to go reach out for the arm and say, no, we haven't started.
As he reaches for my arm, I grab it and I twist it and bring him down.
Right. Okay. Give me a haste roll, please.
Terrible.
This is the thing. You don't have to accept this. All right. Hold on. Let me just see. I'm going to roll to see what he gets. And this is where you can spend a fate point. Okay. Right. So he rolled a -2. You could spend, say, a fate point and just go with I think maybe your first aspect there probably would make sense, or maybe your third. Hold on, let's have a look. Yeah, yep, detective of an attitude problem. Yeah, I'd say you could do that. Make it a 0, and yeah, basically, you don't just twist his arm; you get him on his knees there, and his hands up behind his back, and he is basically shrieking because you've done this to his thumb there, which is basically a nice little hold that is used on prisoners there. And it's like,
And she says to him, women are not objects. Women are to be respected. Do you understand? I can't hear you.
I think that there is one more that comes out that a gentleman should never say to a woman there, starting with the letter B.
Banana.
Not that word.
Rhymes with itch.
Yes. How would Calista react to this? You have the option to de-escalate here.
And you have handcuffs.
She realizes that it's silent now, and she looks up and around. It's like, oh, fuck.
Yes.
She's like, and then she goes into him and says, I wouldn't talk about your mother like that.
It's he gives you there's a glare there.
In the background,
And
going like this.
I let him go, and it's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And I go pick up a glass like nothing occurred.
It looks like he's about to come back, but he then just realizes everyone is watching him. There's like people, they're like, and he just storms off there.
Do I know who this person is?
If you want to spend a fate point, you can declare who that is and how.
No, I'm just saying, since I invited everybody.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'd say actually no. Even without a fate point, yeah, you know him. You have an idea who this is. Who? What's this guy's name?
Let's invent a name in. All right. I'm just typing it into chat just so that I can remember it.
Yep. Hold on.
There we go. Robert Slatherman. I didn't say Slobberman. I said Slatherman. Yeah.
It should be Slanderman.
Yeah, that's what came in my head was Slanderman.
Yeah.
All right. Of the Louisiana Slavermans. Yes. Very prominent family. The elder speaks with a lisp. There, I think, if I remember correctly. There, sorry. I'm trying not to then do this guy where he talks and he just slobbers all over the microphone now.
Got it. I'm staying away from him.
Yeah. Right. So, yeah. So there's that there. Okay. So Slatherman. Okay. And that was Robert. He said. Right. Okay. I'll take a note of that for later. Okay.
Bob Slaw. I don't know. I'm trying to.
Oh, you could have went with coleslaw.
Coleslaw, yes.
Yeah.
Is he a lawyer, perhaps? From Bob's Law?
Bumps.
We got Bobby Slatherman.
Yeah. I hope that he doesn't do sexual harassment lawsuits. That
How
would just be
about William
ironic.
Barkley?
Don't ask me to invent names on the spot. This is what I come up with. Yikes.
Yeah, no.
This is why he did it.
Yeah. Right. It's as he's storming off there, you hear the doors opening and slamming. It's at that point, enough of the big doors at the front open and you hear the crowd outside chanting, "No to the lockdown! No to the lockdown!" And then there's silence again as the doors shut. There. While that's going on, Asra, has anyone actually caught your eye?
Well, the whole incident with the police lady told me, one, not to go after person, but also I noticed the guy's wedding outlet on his finger.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That, like it was kind of missing. So when he was, there has been a few gentlemen around my age. Well, I have not, I've been watching them because They look like the type that have already been either betrothed or already have a piece. You know, I'm watching.
You can see there's a few guys, you see them like tracking you in the corner of their eye, but like some of the ones who are a bit more, but let's say just too obvious about it, you can see, as you said, there's a disgruntled misses with them that are like dragging them away from your vicinity there.
I actually did watch one woman literally go up to the bar next to a guy, and then they left really quickly. I do believe it was because I was coming up to the bar really quickly because I wanted to know their drink.
Fair enough. Right. So, Ken.
I'm actually going to head over to Calista.
Right.
And walk up to her where she can see me. No, I'm not going to make her jump scare from behind. and tell her, "Good job. He's a jerk. I only invited him because, well, he was on this list that the mayor had. But
Okay.
good job."
Well, he deserved it. Thank you. She starts looking around again to see, it's like, how the hell did I end up having to come here?
If you say that out loud, Kent will apologize.
I said it out loud.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
What do you have to be sorry about?
That you were made to come here.
It's not your fault.
Well, maybe. I did need your help with something. And this seemed to be a nondescript way of getting together. He made it slightly more descript by being the center of attention of everybody, but well, nobody can blame you for that.
Wait, what? Wait a minute. You need my help with what? Causing a distraction?
That might be useful later.
There's too many innuendos that are going on.
None of these have anything to do with ends or ins, okay?
That's a later fiasco.
What?
That's a later thing for a later time. Asra is actually, I'm going to be honest, Asra's overhearing this conversation, so she is actually laughing.
And I look at you because I can see you. I'm like, do I know you?
I don't know. Do you?
You look familiar.
I look familiar to a lot of females. I usually take their men away from them.
Please. Please. You
Take
should have helped earlier. I started laughing. You should have helped earlier.
Oh no, that was fun entertainment to watch from the sideline. He was
I'm
my
Calista.
cup of tea. I'm Asra.
Didn't we go to school together?
Define school?
Like elementary school?
Uh,
Because your name is very unique.
I went to like 4 different elementary schools, so you have to be precise. 3 of them were high boarding schools, so I don't think you fell in that category.
No. It was here in Nolans.
Then I went to one when I was really young.
Yeah.
Then, yeah. but I wasn't there for long.
Well, it's good to see you again.
Yeah, it's very good to see you. That's kind of really weird.
Yeah, it is.
And Astra's going to.
As you were saying, Kent.
Asra, are you the daughter of the Avici family?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
I'm the only daughter.
Yeah, they mentioned they might send you instead of themselves. I don't really blame them. These parties, these fundraisers can be dreadfully dull.
I came.
Well, we do get occasionally entertainment.
I kind of had to come. Or
Am I the entertainment now?
Well, you did make a good scene.
Mm-hmm. Just while you guys are having your conversation, Ixla, you, after a wee bit of navigating and doing hops back into the Never Never, back to New Orleans, back to the Never Never, rinse and repeat. Instead of using a cab, you've used portals in the right place to slowly but surely narrow it down which way you're needing to go and bring yourself. You find yourself in the park that surrounds the Museum of the New Orleans Museum of Art there. And you see that there is a big crowd of people. It's like, compared to the rest of the city, which had the occasional person walking by, like compared to the emptiness, this feels like you've got everyone in the city seems to be packed here. That's how it feels, just because of the contrast there.
Wow. No wonder the place was empty.
Yeah. And it's like when you're kind of walking around at the back edge of the crowd, everything in the medallion is suggesting that, yes. Yes, people, this is what's called railroading. And it's perfectly acceptable in the very first episode.
X pulls up 2 pieces of railroad track going like, hold up. Yeah, well, I guess it's time to get in.
Uh-huh.
And X is gonna go ahead and go for the maintenance entrance because that's gonna have less people in it.
Well, you slowly but surely make your way through the crowd, but there is actually a perimeter surrounded by cops that you will have to get around because there's an angry mob here. You know that the cops.
So
yeah.
Hold on. So X is gonna at some point like conjure a uniform and approach the barricade like.
Yeah,
Excuse me, coming through.
Mm-hmm. You probably, the people gonna part for you, but they're saying some choice words towards you.
Yeah, well, you and your mother.
A lot of bovine references.
Do you actually say that?
Oh yeah,
out loud. I think a small. There's the beginnings of like whoever you say that to, they're going to try and swing at you.
I like this.
Right. So can I get you to do a defense roll? How are you going to defend yourself?
Oh, let's see. I am going to make him think that I'm actually there, but not here.
So you're going to like, kind of like a boxer, you're going to feint one way, but then.
Yeah, it's more of a smart thingy. Like it's a semi-illusion.
Ooh, okay. Let's see how you. Let's actually see what you've got glamour, don't you?
Oh yeah, that's a racial ability, you know.
Yeah, with or one of the things you could do is you could do the glamour, and maybe distort your face in some way. You ever seen Lucifer?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, you could do something like that.
Yeah.
There.
Ooh.
Yeah,
right.
that sounds right. Yeah.
Give me a focus roll.
Focus.
There. Yeah.
To resist illusions is to roll intellect roll. Like if they are attempting.
No. For you to cast it, I mean.
For me to cast it.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair. But
Right.
No, that's fine. No, good. I was going to be doing that too anyway. What the guy who's about to come up like this just goes and just actually goes white at seeing your visage there. And he just turns and starts shoving his way away from you. But this then starts an actual fight there in the actual crowd there.
Yeah, I'm using the distraction to slip through the police hands.
Fair enough. As that's happening, as the police are trying to break up, and you hear officers going like, we need backup. Send in the right police, because it's starting to kick off here.
And X is just like one unarmed officer trying to slip behind the armored officers, like, come on it. Come on that officer. Nobody's checking my backgrounds and I'm just slipping it.
Well, you've got the uniform on there.
Uniform, and I look the part. And there's exactly not an opportunity to start asking for paperwork.
Yes, exactly. Exactly, because there's an entire riot going on there.
And then I'm going to slip into the party and change to something more comfortable.
Right.
Nice dinner dress, maybe. Yeah.
So how?
No, I'm going to go for one of those unisex suit outfits that looks exactly good on a male and a female.
So you're kind of doing a Sweet Dreams style.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So are you going for the front or are you coming for the side?
Oh, yeah. Just the front door now.
Yeah. Okay. So when you go for the front, are you going to be actually? Are you going to still be carrying around the medallion doing this?
Oh no.
Just want to make sure.
I'm just hanging it down.
Yeah.
Underneath the suit jacket.
Mm-hmm.
So as you're warming up when needed.
So as you kind of come in, and it's like as you kind of come in and like the people, you enter, of course, the noise of the riot will hit the crowd and it goes silent. There.
Oh, I thought it was going to happen here.
It's the people are actually, quite a few people are looking towards you. Do you say anything, or do you just walk on by?
I just walk like nothing's happening. Like, it ain't none of my business. I give a fuck.
Right.
Just sauntering like I own the place.
Right. They might have something to say about that, but
It's a friend.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well,
Does X look like Margot right now?
Oh yeah.
To me? Okay.
Yep.
And is it pickpocket to me?
Yep. He has this. X has the same look to everyone. It's just the mannerisms and the attitude depends on who they're talking to. Most of the time, because X is too lazy to just start making new faces.
So Calista is, while she's talking to the two of them, she's
Mhm.
looking around. Does she see pickpocket?
Oh, I don't think he's hiding. I think he just.
We all saw him enter through the door
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
because all the noise came from outside, so we
Yep.
all turned to look and said,
Yep.
"Oh,
Yeah, Astra looked, went, oh, okay, whatever, and went back to whatever she's doing. She's not really paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Callista now is because her snitch is there. And I'm like, how the hell did he get in? What is he wearing? And I say, excuse me to them.
snazzy.
And
what?"
I say, excuse me. And I start.
I'm
going
confused when you say, "What is he wearing?"
Yep. That definitely looks like Margot.
That's you mean what is she wearing?
Are you two in the same conversation or?
We were
Yeah.
talking to each other. Yes.
Astra's there, but Astra sees the family friend who's actually unisex. So they go by they don't go by he or her. So she's like looking at you two going, excuse me, you're mispronouncing. They're they, them.
And X is not paying attention
Oh,
to
no.
anything
Oh,
of
my
these.
God.
Instead, just looking around, trying to feel which way they need to go.
Wooster, you're channeling, Sim right now. You know that.
I'm doing it perfect.
Well, you're not dead yet, so not perfect.
No, yeah.
Yeah, but there's a path.
It's no. For the reference, Val, Sim, one of the previous players, decided to play a character with multiple personalities that he would flip through in the Babylon 5 campaign. How many personalities did we find he had out? Like
Yes.
4.
At least.
At least, yeah. And they're all kind of going against each other. So, like, one, for like half the session, he was your best ally, and then the other half of the session, nope. He would
Worst
betray.
enemy.
Oh, it was insane, right?
Indeed.
Yeah.
But here you go.
So she's
Yeah.
she's coming towards pickpocket,
Mhm.
doing a beeline.
Mm-hmm.
Since Margot was one of the people that I was hoping would show up here,
Mm-hmm.
I'm heading that way too.
Mm-hmm.
Astra is heading towards the food buffet.
Priorities,
enough.
I understand.
Astra-
Priorities.
Fair
Astra was walking away from the family friend because she knows whenever they're around, trouble's about to happen. She's just no. She's learned from years of experience. No.
Nah. Okay. While that's going on,
I wonder which
Yeah.
way it is. Not.
What you're finding is like as you're going further in, the heat on the medallion is kind of shifting more down towards the bottom of the medallion. It's like as if you're.
I'm above it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go down. And just as I reach that conclusion,
Yes.
Calista arrives with a beeline.
Yeah.
Well, there's a bit of a shock on Pickpocket's face
Mhm.
when realizing Calista is there. I'm like, the heck you doing here, lady?
I could say the same for you. I can, this is a gala. You cannot be here.
Uh,
Your
I-
nickname, hello, pickpocket. I can't, you need
I
to
can
leave.
have a social life. Thank you very much.
She gives him the eye. I try to stare him down.
and Pickpocket just rolls eyes and going, you know that don't work on me, but sugar.
Just as that's happening, Ken also comes into the conversation. There.
Oh, hi, Ken. What do you got going on here?
Margot, good to see you.
Oh, it's been so long. How is the business doing? I haven't been paying attention. I've been all the way up to Florida.
All the way up to Florida, you mean down?
Well, who knows? Well, if you look the globe upside down, I don't know. I didn't pay that much attention. You know me.
Sorry. Things have been going well. Mostly, at least in the business side of the world. But
How do you know? Pickpocket.
pickpocket. What, did he steal something from you? Sorry.
Oh,
Did she steal something from you?
She?
Oh, it's only a turn of phrase. A pet name, as you please.
Who's pet? What? Never mind.
It's an European thingy, darling.
I've known Margot for ages.
Oh, yeah, we
Margot?
go way back.
Just a second.
I did tell
Yes, Margot. I wanted to make sure I got the name right.
I did tell you that I do have a civilian life here, Papa.
Who was that to?
To me.
To Calista.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Margot Lane. I've worked with her for years.
Margot?
It's better than pickpocket.
It's me, Marco. Oh, poor kid.
I do quite like the name, to be honest. It has a certain je quoi in it.
Okay, Astra sees what's about to happen, and because this is a family friend, and she knows just a little bit, she's actually coming around the family friend and said, "Hey, can I borrow you really quick for a dance?"
Of course, my dear. Oh, you're here too, Asra. What a pleasant surprise. I didn't expect to see you here.
Yeah, Dad's gonna be so shocked that you're here.
I have just a quick
yeah.
question. Is like your name bartender or something to Asra? What is your...
This is actually my godfather.
Oh, your godfather.
I am going to make you an offer you cannot refuse.
Is that the actual voice?
Margot.
Actually, the way I'm gonna say it is they're the god them, because they
Or
don't
godparents.
pronounce.
The godparent.
Yeah,
The godparent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're just my godparent.
I'm going to make you an offer you cannot refuse. And I'm going to take her with me.
Yeah, we're gonna go for a dance. Bye.
Calista, what's going on here?
I have no fucking clue. I'm just
Sweat.
You're lucky I was here, sir.
And and X is smiling like from ear to ear. This is fun for X.
Astra's looking at Axe and going, you just almost got yourself caught.
Almost?
Come on. I was having a blast until you came in.
No, I saved your ass this time. You owe me on this one.
Oh, little child. You
I have
haven't
Daddy
no
on speed
idea.
dial. Do you want me to call him?
It's just as you're having this wee argument, the lights cut out.
Oh, fuck.
And I think this is where we'll do a break.
A break.
There we go. Now she won't kill me. Anytime soon.
Okay. And I got direct line on the good stuff. That means towards die rolls down there.
Oi, eyes up here.
Wrong character.
Wrong. Right. Right, okay.
Yes, it's a very wrong character because this one likes to show off her body.
Yeah, right.
Robert, are you Robert Slatherman in another personality? No.
Maybe
Right.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, no.
No, I'd be I would be the Night Walker. Or the Night Stalker, sorry.
You guys ever hear of this fella called... What the fuck was it in English? The Zodiac Killer.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
God, no.
No, we're not going there, no.
No.
Is he a cousin to the Zodiac Killer?
My lawyer has requested that I give you no comment on this issue.
It's purely coincidental that when I visit the mortal realm that there's killings. It's just pure coincidence.
Mortals just die of the weirdest reasons. They just drop dead.
Well, yeah. So the lights have went out. Right. There's people are starting to murmur. You hear a voice saying, just nobody panic, backup generator will come on.
Right. Okay. So X is going to let go of Asra and just vanish into the darkness. Like, step back. And surprisingly, X's eyes are on Kent, Calista, and Asra on this occasion. This is unusual, even by mortal standards.
Yeah.
So he's making X is making sure these three are okay.
Right. It's
Calista, you got your gun on you, just in case?
of course.
Okay.
In the blackout, the first thing she did was
Pull it from the
out.
holster in your back of your neck. Okay.
Maybe.
Astra has
But you
her.
don't know where she pulled it out of.
it turns out she had her hair up, and then when if the lights come back, the hair's down. It actually turns out she's like double barreled. Like what you thought were like hairpins. No, those were the guns. That's how she. No.
Like that.
I do not want to imagine trying to.
Honestly, when the lights went out, Kent was going, natural habitat.
Lights went out. Astra went to her phone and texted her parents.
Okay.
Because she's not that stupid.
Yeah. Just as it goes on for a moment, and then someone in this group can see in the dark, can they put up their hands?
Are we willing to admit it, you mean?
Just for the audience. Everyone else, you
I'm
just
not
think,
sure. I'm not sure.
I should be able to.
Do you have an ability that says that you are?
I don't think so. I was
No.
lying.
at the moment,
I was lying.
actually, yeah.
I was lying. I was trying to be with the cool people. I'll go back to my cell phone and talking to my parents.
Right. That's the thing. You're trying your cell phone. No signal.
Yeah, the
As
Wi-Fi
that-
is gone.
As that's going on, Wooster, what you see is you see in the darkness a person kind of just standing in one of the doorways. And it's like suddenly, like his shadow just moves off of him again and again and again and again. And suddenly these figures seem to start surrounding the crowd there. And when the lights turn back on, you find yourselves surrounded by gentlemen in black suits, but instead of a face, best way I can describe it, it's just like a shop mannequin.
They have a plexiglass visor.
It's just like their face is just like a shop mannequin's face there. But then it has what appears to be like lifelike hair. Everything else, if you look at their hands, the hands look human. It's just the face looks like they're a mannequin. And it's like they're all exactly the same.
Is there one near me that I can use my third aspect on?
What is your third aspect again? What's the name of that?
I see what's going on here.
Not that one.
But access to amused.
Oh, right.
The last one.
Oh, the last one.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't thinking like high concept, then trouble.
Right, yeah, sorry.
Thinking the third of the non-high.
No, the way you mean that, yeah. It's just when I'm looking at that one.
Is there a way I can push that into the chat? Is that what this button does? There we go.
Oh, they have a chat.
Yeah. So I would say definitely, I think whoever's kind of looking for it is like, I would say definitely for maybe Kent, and then also for, Wooster's character X here. Is like, Wooster, you detect mortal magic there. Okay.
Oh, this guy is cute.
This Ken, what you're probably picking up is they are all, it's not that they're just look the same, they are exact copies, right? It's not just that, it's just like, remember Thriller?
Remember what?
The Michael Jackson.
No. Oh, Thriller.
Yeah, Thriller. Remember
No.
the synchronized dancing? It's like
Okay.
like if one twitches like that, they all twitch at the same time.
And if one YouTubes, they all YouTube? Okay.
It's like it's exactly there.
So is it really there? Or is it like an illusion of something that isn't really there?
Something tells you that they are physically there.
Okay.
Mhm. Before you probably even do that, someone will
Mhm.
just try to, walk like. Actually, it'll be Robert. He's came back to the party. And he's getting. Robert Slaverman is getting into the face of one of these. At which point, it's just one of these individuals grabs his arm, and there's an audible crack as Robert has his arm broken, and a voice just comes over the speakers. Now that I have everyone's attention, it's simple, folks. If you just, as you can see, there's been a bit of an issue outside in the world. People are dying. People are out of work. And here we have the rich partying like nothing has changed. So I have decided that all of you will generously give to the people of New Orleans. You will hand over all your jewelry and your finery to my associates. And then you'll be let to go free. If
Do
you
I
try
know
to,
where this voice comes from?
it's just coming from the speakers that have been arranged, so it's persons using the sound system. There. All right. So you've got the voice continues. It says, if any of you,
Are all of their lips moving?
no. There's
Are
no
any of their lips moving?
nope.
They have
Okay.
a blank face. They don't have
Okay.
lips.
Like think mannequin, short mannequin head.
No, I was just
Yeah,
thinking the original, but okay.
Yeah. It's then, and then it is like you're just egos. If any of you are thinking of trying to call your loved ones or your stooges in the police, you'll find that your expensive iPhones do not work.
No shit, Sherlock.
It's like, think of this as the tax that you pay to stay in civilization. Pay it, and we'll go on our merry way. Don't test us.
Exciting.
Wooster, right?
Yeah.
You know that feeling of the actual heat in the medallion?
Mm?
That heat, which where you were standing, that was probably like the hottest it got there. But as I said, it was pointing all the way down. Is the heat starting to move across the medallion, and it's starting to actually lessen.
Well, time to Oh, damn, I can't skip. I don't. Shit.
So we're the distraction, and the real robbery is happening below us.
Maybe.
So X is gonna go ahead and approach Kent. And okay. Hey, darling, I don't suppose you know of a secret exit somewhere around here that's not guarded by those ruffians?
Yeah, I know this place like the back of your hand, darling.
Oh, you're such a flirt, yeah? Now, why don't we take a select few and remove from this party while these other mooks are a distraction for us?
That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
Am I overhearing this?
I'm guessing. Ken, have you actually moved since the lights turned on?
Only if there wasn't one of the robots near me.
As I said, probably before you even approached it, you saw Robert get his arm snapped in half here.
Oh, sorry. I guess I shouldn't be that way.
And since Calista is nearby, X is gonna scoot over to Calista and whisper. Listen here, dudes. It's here. This is a distraction. The real robbery is happening downstairs. You need to get out of here and down there, deal with that.
Okay.
This is just money. Downstairs, they got the good stuff.
Okay. I back up.
And then X is gonna go like mingle into the crowd quickly, find their way to Asra, and they go like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. I've arranged for us to get out. You need to get out of this situation before your dad kills me for leaving you in here.
That would be a good idea.
And he's going to gather all these three in the same spot, like slowly as the murmur continues.
Just as you're starting to gather them all around you, the circle of these individuals start to move in towards the crowd, slowly, step by step. When you have a look around, there's actually 12 of these things.
Only 12?
Yeah.
Then it can't be a very large circle, can it?
Well, if it was, it would have lots of holes in it.
Well, as I said, this is just in the room that you're in. You can hear in the other rooms, there's shouts and all that. So that looks like it's not just
these 12.
These are the 12 that you can just see.
The point.
Oh. Behind the bar, that bar, there's probably several bars.
No, probably not in this room.
Well, this is the main room, but
yeah, okay, fair enough.
I assume there's like in some of the museums some of the museums I've been in, there's like been a eating area, you know, for the museum to make more money.
So we need to make a distraction, right?
Oh, darling, I'm way ahead of you.
So what?
Somebody.
So what is going to be the distraction?
Oh, there is going to be yet another rich gentleman who is, how do you call it, a white knight trying to save all these people in their troubles. Oh, well, pretending to be rich gentlemen, and going against this faceless horde and going, I do not accept your authority. I demand you let us all go. And with loud bravado and charges at the closest guy. It's the second one of my stunts.
Yeah. Okay. What? So for your rule for this, because it's a distraction, it's there. I'm getting the feeling it's most likely going to be guile. There.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I get a plus
I
two?
have an issue.
Yeah.
I have an issue with my character.
What's that?
She's going to be like, I can't leave him. This is,
Mhm.
he doesn't know anything. He's only an informant. It's pickpocket.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So-
No. That's not pickpocket that's doing that.
It's a completely different. Well,
That's
obviously,
a total stranger that just popped out from the crowd.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
There's
No.
some-
Pickpocket's still
normal.
right next to you.
This is normal.
Pickpocket is right there.
Pickpocket's still right next to you.
Pickpocket is there like, okay, let's go behind the bar. Let's go. Go.
So you've got this individual he's like 6 foot tall. He looks a bit like Chris Hemsworth there, but at the same time, not there. It's okay. No, that's fine. You just see they just all turn there. And they start moving there towards this individual.
Okay.
They try to grapple with her, but it's like
he's very deftly avoiding. all
yes, exactly. He's ducking underneath. He's not actually throwing any blows. He looks like he's about to throw, but he then doesn't actually hit. It's like just more like to get them to react, and he's just constantly moving, weaving in and out. There.
there are no weapons on those masked figures, right?
None that you've seen.
Okay.
But you've
Let's get out of
just
here.
but you have seen him snap a guy's arm.
X is trying to get these three ushered behind the bar.
She's following because she understands what's going on. She's not stupid. She's done this multiple times with them. Through them.
Pickpocket. Are you positive that this is just a distraction?
Most definitely. You know me. I got my sources right.
Okay.
I give it a 99%.
I was supposed to report some other officer, but I don't see them here. I see you. So,
Okay.
you do know that I'm not exclusive to you, right?
I know you're right. That's I missed part of that, so but I do know you're right, so let's go.
You should give that a 99% accuracy. He always has that 1% chance of failing.
Oh no. Some losers have a 1% chance of failing.
So while there's a kerfuffle, what you actually then see is slowly but surely more from the other doorways, more actual individuals come in to try and help restrain this boisterous white knight that is designed to take on 12 guys.
Oh,
There.
at some point, somebody with a very clear voice yells, "No, it's our chance! Run for it!" Which is technically just coming a few feet over there.
And then that's when you actually see, just when they're distracted, that's when the crowd just starts to disperse there. And it's like, there is just like a full on Pall Mall there, where it's like, there's a mob and there's just and it's more and more of them coming in. It's basically, think Matrix Reloaded, all the Agent Smiths just coming in.
But once the stampede begins,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna spend a whole lot of mana to keep it down.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So he has no time to spend on some feud.
Okay,
Mhm.
let's go.
So when we get behind the bar,
Yeah.
I pull back 2 different bottles from behind the bar, and the secret doorway opens. Why not?
Fair enough. I'll go for it.
And we can sneak in and close it behind us.
There was, when Allard put up the money for the redevelopment of the wing, there was a lot of recommend.
Yeah, the rooms were all suspiciously a little bit smaller.
Smaller, yeah. It was all for the new humidifying
Yes.
units to keep.
Dehumidifying.
Yeah, exactly.
We're in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Yes. The air conditioning and dehumidification installations took some space.
Yeah.
Horrible stuff. I mean, look at this. It's all so cramped. You can barely fit 2 people side by side in these corridors.
Yeah. So you get and you find that this will actually, as I said, it's not giving you a massive run, but it allows you to enter in a back room where it gives you a staircase down into the actual the vaults underneath there. And of course, again, when you come down the staircase, where would this wee little extra tunnel end up in the vaults?
It would connect multiples of the rooms, but it would also, obviously it's not going to be in the vault because that would be too much inviting for the thieves. But
this is for you to kind of move about.
Yeah, it would come out in a maintenance closet down in a hall from the vaults.
Fair enough. I was thinking the same, but I just wanted to give you a bit of leeway there also. Okay. So yeah, it's like you come out and of course the lights off, and like probably the first thing that would happen is, you're probably having to go, oh, damn it. Mop, it's in a way.
I know the signals are broken on cell phones, but I assume the flashlights aren't.
Fair enough. Mm-hmm.
Well, they could be if I dropped my phone a few times.
or if you have a phone like mine, a flashlight.
Yeah.
But
you're having to use the screen, instead.
That's the phone I'm given every time every time I get into a traffic accident. Anyway.
Yeah. So you after like moving all the mops out of the way, you get out of the utility closet there, or the supply room.
Which way, Margo?
Oh, downstairs, I guess.
We are downstairs.
We are.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's quite a few different vaults in this place, but when you step out into the corridor, you get this like the sensation of heat moves on the medallion, so it's pointing towards the right.
I don't know. We could go that way. I suppose.
Right. Okay.
Well, since you said it, let's go hide.
And as And
You're the
all the
one who
different-
knows this place better
you
than
know.
I do, darling.
You got
I only
two, right?
visited this.
yeah,
When
these
was the last time I was here? Before the renovations?
the folks are special. There's different folks specialists for different collections.
Ooh, the
Yeah.
African collection. I always wanted to see that one.
But you think, but one of the more recent actual collections, and it was meant to be for an exhibit that was meant to be shown, but lockdowns derailed it, of actually of West African,
Thank you.
you know, archaeological art pieces, so stuff like Benham bronzes, those sort of things. Okay. There, and which are actually on loan from the British Museum. That's the pride of the piece, is a Benham bronze piece. There.
Part of the African collection, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Always wanted to see this one.
Got a question.
Yes.
What are the vaults made out of?
Someone's finding there's, let's just say, Wooster,
Yes.
you're feeling a lot of steel around you.
That's something sort of.
So you're going to have to be very careful
Uh-huh.
there, right?
Don't steal anything.
Oh, me
Yeah.
never.
Asher literally takes her gown. She doesn't care. She rips it and starts wrapping the hands real quick. Like, she knows there's something not right and wraps their hands real fast.
All right. Maybe she's seen you once accidentally pick something up wrong and having a nasty burn. Maybe. I don't think you probably have.
I mean,
I don't think you've told her why.
And I just say in a whisper, "It's okay. Dad will understand."
yeah. I'm more worried about the. Never mind.
Yeah.
It's as you're walking down towards the vault, you actually will see that the vault, unlike the other ones, which are still locked up, okay, this one, the door is slightly ajar, and from there, there's light spilling out into the corridor from the inside, and you hear voices. You hear a voice saying, "Right, come on, faster." There, we don't have all time in the world.
Oh, Dad. Kent, I do believe you're getting robbed.
No, not again.
That's a tough.
Nobody understood why the Bulla Petunia said that.
No, that was Miss Bucky.
What? Miss what?
Keeping up
That was
appearances.
Yes, that was Miss Bucky.
It's
Pickpocket. I'm not seeing anybody else down here. What do you mean that the actual robberies, the actual heist is down here? What are you talking about?
The vault that's open in front of us and the voices coming out. That's the real robbery.
While they're chatting, Asher is sneaking her way up to see who's in there.
it's just when you're having like that conversation, the voice says, "Quiet. There's someone outside. Check it." And that's when the door actually opens. Yep.
No. Asher's going no to them. Because remember, she's ripped her dress.
Callista's got her Guns out. That's what this is.
Yes, but Asher's telling you guys to stop because my dress is ripped.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to run into it and go, help, save me. Dress is already ripped. It does look like I just got tried beat.
It's as the door is opening, you literally just barrel into one of these other. Again, is the exact copy of what you came across upstairs. In the room, so you literally collapse into the arms of one of them. There's 5 others, plus another individual in black. You don't see his face because he's got a hood. He's got a hood up, and it's cast his face in shadows, and it's literally. And when you actually realize it, it's actually robes this individual is wearing, and he's holding a wooden staff in his hand. And he's just going, hold on. Quick, get the other artifacts. We're going.
You guys aren't gonna help me?
While this is happening,
I've got the gun on the guy from behind.
So you're actually going to shoot.
Come out. He's come out, right, of the vault, right?
Well, the vault door opened. She's literally went into his arms. I would say he's probably twisted her, and so that she's facing the room, right? So his back's towards you, but he's standing in the doorway. There, it will be.
Gun in back. Let her go.
So that's how you're going to, right. So.
Gun in back. Let her go.
And that is when the actual individual is just going to go. You just hear the robed individual says, just hear him say something in a language that you don't understand. But then the next 2 words you do understand. Kill them.
This was a quick campaign.
Yes, it was actually very, very quick.
Right.
I said, and then I go, and I actually, I pull the trigger on his shoulder. It's like, repeat that command again.
No. It's when you gave that command, that's his actual. His action is like he says that, and that's when the other all of them turn and actually swarm towards you.
all of the faceless individuals come at
Yeah.
you.
But
Mm-hmm.
when he says kill them, reflection, a reflex.
Yeah, but you didn't have the gun on the robed individual. You had the
Yes,
gun
he did.
on the-
Yes, I
No,
did.
he had it on his back. He was behind
I
him.
had it on his back.
Yeah, you said Asra
was
came
one-
in
it
and
was
turned
one-
around, so he was facing.
It was one of the actual. What I was meaning is one of the actual faceless.
Oh,
No. See,
Yes,
I
he did.
thought that she was with the.
No.
Nope.
I was
Nope.
with
Nope.
one of the mannequins.
It's
Okay, then I didn't
Yeah.
do.
I understood exactly what Calista was doing because it made sense from what you said.
no. I was. because Asra's turned around and she's then looking at the robed individual.
I'm the only one
She's
that knows
not being
about
held by the robed individual.
It was when you said she ran into his arms.
Sorry. She ran into what? Right. Fair enough. I can understand where that can lead to confusion.
So in future, to avoid these mistakes, try not to use the pronouns, use the names of the designated pawns. You ran
Sorry about that, guys. I totally thought he
number
was
one.
around.
Yes.
Yeah.
You ran into
BBG.
Yeah. You ran into the arms of one of nameless mooks. Right.
Thank you.
Sorry.
You can still shoot him if you want.
Yeah, you can still shoot him. There.
Yep, I'll do
Right.
to the robe guy.
No.
So you're going to try and take a shot at the robed guy. There.
I'm gonna, not at the,
Who are you going to be taking a shot at? Because you've got your gun trained on the back of one of the faceless guys, or
at this, no.
right.
I took back that action because I
Right,
thought
so-
it was the robed guy
Right. Okay.
that had her,
Right.
not one of the faceless guys.
Right. Okay. So hold on. So Asra's been held. Is when the faceless guy's in the door, right?
Mm-hmm.
The robe guy is then actually saying, right, we got to hurry up. Okay. We're running out of time. Okay. Grab the artifacts. Okay. What are you guys doing? Let's start, put it to there. I think that would be the best.
What is my view of the robed guy? Do I have a direct line of sight?
No, you wouldn't have a direct line of sight. If you're back in the corridor, you would have to get to the doorway, basically, to have maybe be able to get a glimpse. The only person that would have a glimpse of this guy would be Asra, because she's actually been hauled into the vault.
And all of those guys are in the vault.
Yes.
Kent, what are we going to do about this? Can't just let them get away, but the security is tied with the...
I use my strategy, come up with a way that we can, my tactical training.
Right. So this would be for you trying to create an advantage for you to do something, right? For an attack. Okay. So give me a roll there. Just to make you aware, right? I'm just double checking. You use intellect to create form, gain an extra info. Great. Okay. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to have to use intellect for you to get the benefit of that. You're of course going to have to use intellect. Okay. You're going to be doing a roll. It's actually going to be, I'd say, because you're in a rush. Okay. You're wanting to get 4 or more, right? Okay. So with that, right? I'm just remind myself exact. So when it comes to crit advantage tie. Yeah, so you get a boost. So you could. So what you get is you're going to get 2 free invokes, right, to use at the end of your, that you have to use at the end of your, by the end of your next turn. Okay. Else they disappear. Okay.
Okay. What is an invoke?
An invoke would be something that you can just tap, right, to gain a +2. So one invoke will give you a +2. Using 2 invokes will give you a +4 to your
Okay.
roll. Okay. So that's your turn. Okay. Who are you going to hand over? This is where in Dresden Files Accelerated,
I remember this part.
the combat is narratively, who do you think goes next after you?
Yep.
You
Is it the
pick.
enemy?
Mhm,
Is it one of us?
mhm.
Or is it, well, you pick anyone who comes after you.
I'm going to say it is Asra.
Right. Okay. Asra.
Hmm.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm being held.
Yeah.
I know the rogue guy is in here. He's telling everyone to hurry up.
Yeah.
So she's literally gonna say, "Aren't you gonna help me? There are people after me."
Aren't you going to give us a hint of how many people are in there?
Maybe your 6 guys can help me with the 18 guys that are chasing me up from upstairs. They all look the same though.
I'm inside the vault, so it's kind of hard for me to belt my voice for you all.
Right. Okay. So you're trying to, I say you're trying to engage with him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to actually distract him.
Damsel in distress.
Roughly. Except I'm no damsel and I'm not in distress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're less of distress than you had before.
Yes, yes, I am.
Yeah. The guy's gonna walk up. Will walk up to you and he will just put a finger and just lift, push up your chin. And he just goes, interesting. I wonder how much you actually do know about the world you walk in.
What is that supposed to mean?
He's going to leave it at that. He just goes, you'll find out soon enough.
So, am I taking this as no, you will not help me?
Let's just say it might be dangerous for me to get involved with you.
I'm not asking for you to fuck me, sir.
Oh, that would definitely be dangerous. And he will just walk. He will walk away, and from that, and you'll just be casting a glance over and who goes next. So, Sarah, who will go next?
I'm going to say X.
Oh, jolly good, jolly good. So at some point, Kent probably realizes that Margot is no longer there. She's probably escaped somewhere out of sight. Meanwhile, there's an extra mannequin in the going about gathering the artifacts. So X is going to infiltrate these guys.
X is going to love my colorful language. Anyway.
Right. Can I get you to do a roll for that, please?
Sure. Since it's relying on glamour.
I'm saying it's going to be a guile, potentially.
Guile?
Yeah, you're trying to pass yourself off as them. It's a deception.
Yeah. Would that be flair?
For you, Guile and Flare are the same.
Yeah, they are.
They're the same. You're getting the same advantage, sir, if you roll on either one. Right. Okay. What did you get? I'm going to do a roll. Okay. Right. Let's.
Wow, that's just superb.
Okay. Where do you- Plus. This is where it might be. Nope. Hold on.
Nope.
Slash roll. But
Yes, of course it is. Of course it is. I'm going, why is it?
You
Oh,
haven't
damn.
had, you haven't had enough caffeine today to save your life.
Yeah, they've not picked up on it. There. You're going in, you like the other ones, you're just picking up objects, moving them around,
This one, not this one. Ah,
putting it in.
not this one, not this one.
Yeah. It's when the one thing is you get from the actual medallion
Mm-hmm.
that there it's just when you actually start paying attention to it, the heat there is towards a wee bit to the side of the room, and what you see appears to be an actual 6 foot tall, 6 foot long box by about maybe 2 feet wide and about a foot or two tall.
It's
There,
a sarcophagi, isn't it?
maybe.
A coffin. Ah.
Close enough.
Yeah,
Sarcophagi.
there's
Sarcophagi is a specific type of coffin, yes.
yeah, you've got on there. There's of course you see all these papers that have been put on, and there's official stamps and all this, and careful,
this end up.
basically, yeah, exactly, all of the things you would expect or something, but you want to be handling with care, and when it's of a historical importance.
Mm-hmm.
It has to go through all the things with customs. So you think of all the paperwork, there's probably still, a clipboard on top there,
Ugh.
Yeah. Wooster, you're not sure what to call it. Is it a sarcophagi, a sarcophagal, a neuter? Yeah, you never know.
Neuter?
Neuter.
Does it have the seal on it?
It's called sarcophagi. Thank you very much.
Ah. Yes. Does it have a seal on it? Or. Ow.
Okay.
No. There's a singer singing "Kiss from a Rose" on it.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
It was Seal who sung that, wasn't it? Come on.
Anyway,
I know
the
that
next one to
song, I love
go.
Yeah,
It's the
I thought that
bad
was good.
guy.
I thought, oh, the bad guy. I am gonna say it's my turn. So at the moment, there's my robed individual. Actually, all my guys got once there. Sorry, yeah, okay. The robed individual, he's just turning around and then he just goes,
3, 4, 6.
yeah, just go.
Hold on.
And he's just and then he just turns to face you, Wooster.
He needs to see through the disguise.
He's looking at you. He's just gonna say, "Where did you?" He's just looking at you. He then turns and looks at the other ones and he goes, Why are there 7 of you?
There were 5 originally.
No, there's.
Yeah, 5 plus him. So,
Yeah. So did you make 2 of them, Wooster?
maybe.
No.
You're gonna have the one distraction.
One's holding me.
There's one holding Asra. There's 5 other free ones, and then the rope guy. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. It's a 6. Right.
So now it's a nice prime number of guys.
Yeah. Math joke for the win.
Horrible.
Right.
Welcome to prime time.
It's the prime directive.
Ouch. Right. Okay.
From
Seriously,
for
we're
a
playing
prime
the-
director.
We're playing the wrong game for these prime directive jokes.
I know we're not.
You know the 2nd edition of Star Trek's coming out for Star Trek Adventures.
I am
So
not
we can-
making another overlay for you. Not happening.
Fair enough.
You'll owe me big on this next one.
Yeah. Yeah. So no, so he's just turning, and he's just going. And he's just going to go. Turns back to Asra. And he goes, I think you've had a friend join you.
I had a friend.
And
I know
he's just
I was
going
being chased, but I don't think I had a friend.
he just, well, he'll take his staff and he'll flump it twice on the ground. And what the others will hear is a door banging, the sound of footsteps. Okay. Right. And he's just going, don't worry, we'll figure out soon who's the newest addition to our group. And I will pass it. Well, of course, it has to go to Kent because he's the last player in this round.
All this extra time I've had to think about what to do, and I still have my character isn't built for fighting, so my because I can't throw money at it.
If it was any other mooks, you could throw money at
Well,
it.
that's true, but my first thought was if Asra hadn't gone in, we could have just closed the vault, locked them in until we got this all handled. But
Azra is stupid.
If we haven't noticed.
We haven't even explained her hair color yet, but she does match it.
Wow.
Okay. If trying to think of what they would do, and I can't think of anything, so I think I'll figure out what I will do. I am going to put on my snootiest attitude.
Okay.
And you've never seen Snooty like this before. And what was that line? Oh, right. What goes on here? What are you doing in this vault? You're not supposed to be here. Leave at once.
And it's
As if I'm seriously in authority here. Calista, shoot them.
While he's doing that, can I do an action?
who's going next?
Kent, are you
Was it-
causing? Are you trying to cause a
I
distraction?
guess I'm first,
AKA,
right?
No, it changes.
No.
You have to wait till your own turn.
Yeah, you have to.
I suggest that you use that ability to cause an advantage for us, aka a distraction.
Yes.
So their attention is on you.
Yeah. So maybe, roll. I think if you're acting extravagant, give me a roll on flair.
Flair.
Yeah.
Flair.
Flair.
Okay. My first roll of the game will be abysmal. That is my prediction. I clicked it and nothing happened. I have to go over here and go submit. Yep. My roll was abysmal. But that might distract them because how abysmal it was.
Might.
It does.
It's
I guess it worked.
yeah. So the term, you've got them actually looking at yourself. Hold on. Right. Sorry. Advantage, because that's what you're doing. You're creating an advantage there. Right. Succeed. So you create an aspect with a free invoke. So what's the name of the actual aspect you want to create? I'm something maybe like distracted mooks or something like that would be like
Divided attention.
Oh, I like that.
yeah. So that has then got.
By the way, does he turn to face me when I say this?
I would
And
say.
do I actually get to see any of his face?
Right. So he will come. So you actually see the robed individual come to the door also. And he's actually looking at you and he goes, But you don't, it's like the hood is so kind of deep. No, his face is in shadow.
So also, it's not his turn yet.
I know, but that's the kind of reaction, the kind of second reaction just from him doing that. It's not like he's doing anything.
Okay, I'll just say one more thing and then pass it on. What I'm going to say is I'm going to step aside to give Calista a clear shot and pass it on to Calista.
Right.
Yeah.
It wasn't what you were supposed to do.
Well, I'm doing it anyway.
Yeah. So I'm guessing you're going to be passing the invoke to her.
Yes.
You're allowing her to use the invoke, right?
So you have 3 invokes, which is each +2.
Right.
Yeah, well, I've been training my gun.
Yep.
And after I heard a go on, I'm like, what the So instead of like shooting him, I'm going to shoot his hand to the
staff.
That staff.
Right.
Get the staff out of his hand.
Right. Okay. Focus. I'm then most likely.
Use all of the invokes.
Yeah.
And
Use them
plus
all.
6. Yes, 6. Legendary.
Yeah. Let's see what he's going to roll. That one. I'm going to need for him. What's he going to roll? 4. Yeah. So
Pretty good, but
what you see is as you start shooting there's you see what appears to be a haze that you hear like a thud and there's like a kind of wee bright flash there, but you find after you take a few shots there's just one that actually you just hear it there, and he moves away and you hear a clatter of the staff there. So he's been hurt by the sounds of it, or at least there's been enough shots where you have achieved what you're wanting to do. He's forced him to drop the staff. Okay. Who goes next?
What happens to the things?
They actually still stay around.
So, you get to decide who goes next.
Yeah.
You, Wooster.
Oh, me? Oh, boy. Well, isn't this just lovely? I was gonna do something else, but since you did create this opportunity for me.
Yeah.
Wooster,
I'm going to give you a wee bit of information just because of your inherent ability, right?
Okay.
It's what you would know is you're picking up a piece, just as you're looking at a room, you get a taste to the magic of these other individuals, okay? The mooks, and you can actually taste it, and you can see that there's an amulet around the robed figure's neck that are the same. The taste of magic's the same, okay?
Strawberry. It tastes like strawberry.
No, it tastes like the rainbow.
Fruit Loops?
So, I'm going to use this opportunity to, while he's hurt, to attempt to, how do you call it? Retrieve the necklace from around his neck.
Okay.
By pretending to be somebody who's going in for to protect the master for Big Shot.
So, okay. I am thinking a guile roll for yourself.
Okie dokie. Any bonuses, minuses?
I am thinking he's going to be kind of distracted there. So I think you're just having to be a 2.
Big 2. I'm going to use some fate points.
Sure. I'm guessing you're just going to...
No, I'm just going to take a +2, yeah.
Yeah. And it's as you take that, what happens is you see that the actual so as you take it off him, right, and you do it you just quickly yank it, before you can react, you break the chain, you just feel like the strand of magic that connects the amulet to all of these guys just snap.
Oopsie.
And what you actually just see is you just see all of these individuals there just, they start kind of turning, looking, and they start just kind of crumpling in on themselves. And it's like, has anyone seen Sandman?
Mm-hmm.
There, when the dreams that kind of collapse into sand, it's like that there. Okay.
You see Calista.
Yeah.
Or when Thanos snaps his fingers and half the people turn to dust.
Yeah, it's more or less of the wind blowing effect, though. It's just more like them crumbling.
There's no wind in the vault.
Yes, exactly.
So these are all the goons, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
So Astra's going, ew, I'm going to have to find dust in places I don't want to feel.
Yes.
She's not happy.
After me.
Who's going next? Wooster.
After me, I'm going to give it the eeny, meeny, miny, mo, Asra.
Of course, Astra is like, ew, I got dust in places I don't want to think of. But she sees the road guy going, are you still not going to help me? Your minions are gone. You're the only one here left. Are you not going to come help?
No, there is still one mannequin in the holding a broken necklace.
Yes, of course. You're right. Of course it is. Right.
Yes, but she doesn't care. She's got dust in places she doesn't want. She's got the rope figure in front of her, and she's still acting like she needs help.
Mm-hmm.
So are you trying to create an advantage by being an annoying little bitch?
Yeah!
Go for it. Oh, wait, sorry. That's GM.
Yeah. I'm thinking Flair.
Thank you.
You're just trying to... You're channeling like every episode... No, every episode. Is every hour you spent watching Mean Girls and all that. You're channeling that internalness into yourself. There. Okay.
I didn't feel it. I thought I was going to fail it.
Okay. I'm saying that it's going to be probably we're just going to just add those influx, okay, to the divided attention. There's a new invoke available for it, okay? Unless you've got something else that you could think of that you might want, a new aspect you want to create. Because I would say the way the robed individual, he's looking at you, Asra, but he's then also looking at Wooster's character and he's not sure who to look at. No, so I would, in my mind, that would still be divided attention unless you can think of something else.
Would he also be looking at me, considering the fact that I, shot him?
Got him.
Well, he's kind of, you're still in the corridor, aren't you? There.
Yep.
So he's gonna
still a gun trained at him.
He knows that there's someone toting a gun outside there. He's fallen back in, so he's probably also, it's not looking at you per se. What the other two will see is that he's looking at them, but he's then also looking towards the vault door for when you're going to pop through the door and start blazing away there, you know. So yeah, he's got his attention's everywhere because he's now went from having a small army to being
Alone.
Alone, yeah, exactly.
All alone in the night.
Yeah.
I'm noticing him going between me and this one mannequin still standing with a medallion in his hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm noticing this. I'm going to turn to the mannequin and reach out to grab the medallion. Like,
Right.
if you're not going to help me, then I'm going to take this thing from this mannequin.
Okay. Right. And that, I would say, just as you're doing that, that'll be the end of your turn. Who goes next? Okay.
That's Kent or the bad guy?
Yeah.
Let's do Kent.
Ooh, leave the bad guy as last. Double turn coming up.
Oh, that's true. Oh, right. You can point to yourself. I forgot about that.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You can choose any player
My
of the
bad.
next round.
Yes, this is
Okay.
why you don't sometimes
okay.
want to deck the GM like this.
Yeah. Okay. I kind of want to accomplish two things, but
Okay.
I want to both kick the staff away
Right.
and I think that cloak would be really good for my other.
I say it's one or the other.
The best thing for the party would be to kick the staff away so he can't reach it. But he's going to have 2 turns in a row, so he can just go over and get it and then pick it up. I'm going to try. What?
You can get the staff to yourself, in which case it's in your possession and he needs to present it out of you instead of just going pick it up.
Yeah, I'm not much of a fighter, but
Neither is he. He's a wizard.
You don't know. It could be Arnold Schwarzenegger under the robes.
Okay, what I'm going to do is go in and grab, since he's looking at Asra, who's in the room. I'm going to go behind him and grab the cloak by the hood part and pull it back.
Right,
and hold on to it.
Right, hold on. So you were. So where were you again? So
I was in the entryway and I just stepped out of the way so that Calista could shoot.
Right. Okay. Right. So he's looking between Asra. He's looking between X. He's also looking at the doorway. So you would be in his peripheral vision. Okay.
Yeah, but he just thinks I'm a snooty guy and he's not going to worry about me. Well, okay. I'll try to be sneaky as I do it then. If you want me to roll
it's either going to be like, so you're just going to try and rip the hood off him.
Yeah, and hold on.
Hold on. Right.
Let's ride this cowboy till he's done.
Right.
Look over there.
No. We'll allow that. Okay. We'll allow it. When he's moving his attention between everyone else, and when he's not looking at you because he's turned to look a wee bit at Wooster, that's when you kind of get in behind. You're like starting to put him into a Nelson. Okay.
Oh, okay. That's not what I was trying to do, but okay.
I think that would be the closest, or try to grab. How would you say you grab hold of him?
Well,
just pull him.
It's a cloak, right?
Yeah.
With a hood. So if I pull back on the cloak and pull on it, it's going to.
Oh, right. Yeah. So you're going to be like trying to do this, right? Okay.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Okay. Right. Like. Okay.
Serves 2 purposes. Keeps him busy and reveals who he is. Maybe.
Okay. Right. And doing that, let's do a force roll there.
Oh, goody. Not so good at this.
I would even say this could be guile, rather, because this is the initial surprise at this point. To hold on to it longer term might be force, but this could be considered surprise.
I'm allowing him to get up, so I'm happy that he's got up. So I'm not saying he needs to do the guy. I think he's distracted enough, right? But you can potentially use, say, the invoke from divided attention there.
Use force with the +2.
Yeah.
Or I could have Fred help me.
Oh, you could have Fred help you.
Right. Where has Fred been all this time? This is going to be
looking
my
for the boss guy.
Yeah. He was looking for me all this time. Yeah. Okay. Maybe that would be stretching the story.
Maybe a wee bit, yeah. Maybe.
But I do have a stunt to let Fred show up at random times. Okay.
I think it's like if he's going to be. I think if you're going to allow Fred to come in, it's like for him to jump in. It's you and they maybe need to spend a fate point to establish that there's like a second entrance, maybe. Okay.
Vault. Yeah. Okay.
To the vault.
Okay. Never mind. Okay. I'm rolling force.
Yeah.
And it is May the 4th today.
Yeah.
So may the force be with me.
Yep.
Take the +2.
Oh, 2.
For the invoke.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
Let's see what he rolls. Yep.
Not good.
So
You
you
use the force wisely.
So he tries to defend himself from you trying to grab us. He's trying to stop you from grabbing the item, grabbing the cloak. There, you grab it. Pull it
He's
out.
doing this.
There. And it's, I'm guessing my turn now?
Yeah, you're out of options, so yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you or you? Yeah, I guess that would be
Me?
you.
Okay, thank you.
So as you pull the actual pull on the hood, right? And
I know I don't get to see what he looks like, but at least other people might.
what you actually see is the individual is masked. Okay. There. And it is. And what's going to happen is this is a thing I like about Fate. As the GM, he is going to play it smart. He's not going to fight to the death, or he is going to concede. But in conceding, he's going to leave the combat. But the way he does that is that before you can grab him, you see just a white shimmer underneath his feet, and he just goes, "Fumph."
I'm holding onto the cloak.
Oh, the
Let him
cloak.
go out from under it. That's fine. I want that cloak.
Yeah. And it then closes back up.
Oh,
There.
so now we have his staff, his medallion, and his cloak.
Mhm.
And he's naked somewhere. He might have had some underclothes.
Well, he still has the mask on. so
Right.
it's not naked.
I was having ideas. What can I make as an aspect for this character? I was not thinking of being flashing Tom Wizard.
Exhibitionist, yes.
Cool, we loaded him with
That brings a new definition to exhibition.
Right, Froggy. We didn't kill him. However,
Mhm.
Calista comes in and says, "What the is going on?" She loses her cool. She has never seen things go down like that. Where is the bad guy? Where is he? He didn't pass me.
He fell down the toilet.
I got dust in me.
And I think just as Calista is saying that there, I think that's where we're going to finish
for the day.
for the day.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Welcome to New Orleans.
So, welcome to New Orleans.
Welcome to New Orleans.
Welcome to the
Oh my
Crescent
God.
City, folks.
So this was a night at the gala. So how did you
It's still
guys?
the night
Yes.
as it got in the morning.
So how did you guys enjoy that? There.
Cool.
Well, you do realize that tomorrow. No, is it Mardi Gras tomorrow? No.
No.
Cinco de Mayo. That's
Cinco de Mayo.
Mayo is
Thank you.
tomorrow.
Mardi Gras was before
Yeah.
Lent. What are you talking about?
There's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mardi Gras is
I was
Fat,
thinking Mardi Gras. Cinco
Fat
de Mayo.
Tuesday. It's Ash Tuesday.
Yeah,
No,
it's-
Ash
no. It's
Pancake
Fat
Day.
Tuesday, and then it's
and
Ash
all
Wednesday.
the men.
Yeah. It's Pancake Day in the UK.
What is Pancake Day?
It's Mardi Gras.
Then you hear that music.
So before before Ash Wednesday, that's when you traditionally in the UK we make pancakes to eat. That's that's why it's called Mardi Gras Fat Tuesday. That's when you
For all the
You know,
Spanish people in England.
that's when you binged, right? You binged and ate all the extravagant stuff because you were then meant to fast in some way
Yeah,
during
fast.
Lent. There. So that's how you celebrated it in the UK. That's when you made pancakes there, but that's partly because that was maybe some of the only ingredients for you to do that you would have to make something sweet there.
I just realized something. When I first logged in to Roll20,
Mhm.
all I saw was myself and something labeled everyone else. I just figured out, okay. I was going, why is everybody else in the same square?
So we officially have dubbed Asra as the blonde.
Yes.
She's the blonde mean girl of the party.
But after they disappeared, now you're a dirty blonde.
Oh.
Someone had to go with the dirty joke.
Well, it's better than filthy blonde. Come on.
I think afterwards John's gonna put some ground rules on my characters because first Maya, now this one.
No, this is a thing.
I don't know. You know, my character's going to get like really
grilled.
No, she's going to be like rolling her eyes a lot about the blonde because, you know, my character's very aggressive,
Right, yeah. Right.
intelligent, and, you know,
This is
Not
what
a girly
happens.
girl.
lose patience
This-
with Asra.
This is why you only knew her in elementary school. You haven't seen the shit she's gone through since that. When she says she's gone to 4 elementaries, 3 of them were boarding schools. There's something wrong here.
Yeah. So, no. There's
And
been
good news, Calista. There's no evidence he shot anybody. The evidence fell down the toilet hole.
The thing is, we're not playing anymore, but I'll tell you, you know, it's like when we get next week, I'm going to be like the same. I'll be like, what the
fuck? Yep.
Yes. And I have a plan for you.
I wonder what's been happening upstairs.
Well,
I don't know. I think that they're all going to be, you know, it's too bad we didn't have, you know, Men in Black with the, you know.
wipe the memories. Wipe the memories.
When I first, when these guys first came in and they described them as guys in black suits, I actually picked this up and said, if they hold something up like this, don't look at it. But I didn't get a chance to say it before you get moved on.
I should have put them in sunglasses, shouldn't I?
Yep.
No.
There's a party at CIA.
I just know Asra is going to be the death of me.
Yes.
She is going to be the death of me.
We got the wild party going on, boys.
I'm going to get a warning because of you, probably.
Oh, you're gonna get psyched.
Because of you.
Oh, don't worry. This is just not even the tip of the iceberg with Asra. But Asra is going to be literally what gets me the boundary rules for other games.
At least Robert Slatherman can't blame you for his broken arm.
Or me.
Yeah.
That's what I said. He can't blame you. Yes. Sorry. I was looking at you on Zoom and it's like, yeah, okay, I guess you can't tell that.
What?
I was looking at you on Zoom thinking, oh, you can see that I'm looking at you, but no, that doesn't work.
No, you just... Yeah, this is the weird thing about Zoom is like you know who you're looking
right at you.
Yeah. And then we're going, yeah, you're staring at all of us.
Okay, I guess I have to go like this.
I'm actually...
I guess you won't get mine.
Oh, actually, it did work that way. It did actually work that way on camera. The thing was, I'm watching Zoom as you were doing it, so then I looked actually at the screen, and I was like, oh, that's a dual look of you doing that, and it worked. So, should we explain to people what's going on? Because they're hearing me watching saying double screen and all this, yeah. That I'm doing your overlays?
Oh, right.
Froggy wants to know. Froggy wants to know.
Yes, please explain to Froggy.
I'm the one doing the overlays for John's show.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was the one who created.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I really liked the tour
Mhm.
Tour was
during the
nice.
break.
Yeah.
That was really cool. Whoever did that
That was
Nope.
me.
came up with that.
That's
which
all
I
been
believe
Sarah.
it was you.
Yeah.
That's all it's been,
It
Sarah.
was you.
That
It was very good.
Over there.
Because I was watching it actually.
Crescent City Chronicles was actually my it was a
Yeah.
it was a placeholder, but John liked it, so we
Yeah.
kept it.
Yeah. I just like,
Pretty one.
oh, I just looked at it and I'm like, actually, that's better than what I can come up with. You'll keep that.
Yes, the big box is supposed to be if he uses any maps or images and that.
Yep. Yeah, it's either that or if I've got like if I'm telling you you're going into like a specific building, we might put a picture of the building there just to help you as people imagine it there, because it's one thing if I give them like a reference document saying, oh, it's going to be the Superdome, right? But if you don't know what the Superdome is, because that's this building, or that building behind me, right? Which I was asking, what is that building? And there's like the Americans were having to tell me there, you know?
Sorry, it was a Canadian that told you, but that's okay.
The North Americans, I should say. The North Americans were advised me that was the Superdome there.
Where?
That
Canada.
The big white roofed building there.
Is
Yeah.
Yeah.
That.
The Superdome?
Yes.
Yes.
That's super lame.
So I decided the break screen should be like a tour of the city because we're going to different locations.
Yeah.
So even the background for the Dresden file thing is a location in New Orleans.
Uh-huh.
I kind of hope John isn't going to make me like every time we go into a building. What? I have to buy another building? That's too expensive.
Only if you want there to be like secret tunnels that you can use, then yes, you're going to have to buy it.
Good
You
thing I didn't
had
have,
to
good
buy
thing
it
I didn't
before.
have to buy the Museum of Art.
I was willing to give it that because you were hosting the event,
Yeah.
you had some pull with it at some point in the past. There.
Well, I mean, most museums do host galas.
Yes.
And it's usually the upper crust, like the women's
Exactly.
league or the
Mhm.
junior league, I should say, that have the ties to the committees
Mhm.
that are able to, negotiate stuff like that.
Well, this is where I was thinking that it was one way when you guys were coming up with the characters. I'm going, we've got two people who could be classed as socialites. Okay. We've got a cop, and then we've got someone who interacts with all of them, right? It's like, right. So how would the cop be in that environment? And it's like, either you're...
It's called the Police Benevolence Society.
Mhm.
Again,
Is either
I
that
do
or...
believe we made a substantial donation to the police donut fund.
Mhm. Yeah.
security worked for you.
Yeah. It's these sort of things. It's like, so I just thought of it as a good way to put some of you in an environment which you might be used to, take some of you and put you in an environment that you might not be used to, and then do the reveal of for some of the people that might not know there's things go bump in the night by showing them things that go bump in the night. Yeah. In an environment which you don't expect. Like, I was always thinking, criminal gang. And I went, no, hold on. Let's twist it. Let's actually have it be, it's, you think about it, it's basically what I did was Die Hard there, it's like, it was just, it's a heist, the hostage situation is just a distraction, you know, but it's just the gang's magic based. That's it, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I stole from Carlos's book of taking a film you love and then just adapting it to make your own storyline for the game. But no, it's. But the other thing I found is just by putting it in, say, like an environment like that, it brings you all to interacting as a group. Whereas, so that then hopefully what should happen is instead of me kind of creating situations where I might be railroading you, I'm giving you options there of storylines you want to explore in this. Okay.
Like the beginning of next session, the three of us are going to gang up and beat the crap out of this robot guy. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's like you're trying to figure out what you're doing, or it's your interaction with what's happened. Like what's going to be the fallout. So there's going to be some sort of potential. It could be. Do we immediately follow on next session? That's the fallout of this event.
I feel like we need to.
Yeah, I do. Or if we're being ambitious.
What do you mean fallout?
It's the fall. I'm not meaning radioactive fallout. The after effect, so like, there might have been, turns out there might have been a video taken of you twisting some rich socialite's arm going around on the
fallout. Okay.
Yeah. These sort of things there.
Froggy just asked, did we find out Blink's character's motivation for getting all of you here?
Well, it's not that he was trying to get everyone here. He had motivation for...
No, we didn't.
Yeah. There's been a motivation by him to do the gala. There. And I think from the most of it is I'm not sure how well we've hinted it. There's at least one person in this group he was wanting to be there, to use it as an opportunity to talk to them. And I think that's how much I'm going to say. It's up to them if they want to give the game away.
Well, given two of the people have confused looks on their face, that gives away the third one.
Did you tell them what I said?
Hi, Alex.
Hi, Alex.
Oh, right. Okay.
It is 5:15.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Our time.
So.
Poker
You're
game?
gonna go.
No poker tonight.
All right.
That's next week.
All right. Okay.
So I guess we're gonna start wrapping things up then, eh?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Did you get that all done?
Is it better that you know less about what's going on, or do you want to know more about what's going on? Or do you want to be surprised? Which is, I guess, less about what's going on. Sorry, I didn't mean to have to explain that.
Okay, he wants to be surprised.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, we're gonna.
Wait.
We gotta stop
We're all
assuming
rebels.
it's they for the frog because we don't know the gender.
That's what I just said. They.
No, I heard
I just
him.
said Froggy.
You're still alive.
I said him, but then I said, or I should say they.
Okay, time to wrap this up then. So I guess
Yes.
it's time to do what Carlos usually does.
And no, just a second. We're in New Orleans.
Yeah.
It wouldn't necessarily be nachos here.
No.
It would be
Bonus
what's that
mayonnaise.
no, what's the not goulash, but
No.
Gumbo?
jambalaya. Jambalaya. Yes.
Ah,
Bonus jambalaya.